now. Bye-bye.
It's a nice program.
It really is.
It really is. And it's soft and it's kind at a time when kids need that.
Absolutely.
And it turns out they do learn. They do watch it.
Indeed. It's great.
I mean, you know, I've talked about this a lot, Phoebe, but I remember still reading that experiment where they took little babies less than 3 months old, put them in front of TV sets, had programs, and found that the kids would develop favorite programs, and they'd get
3 months old?
Yes, their eyes would begin to go, and then they had some way to tell what their favorite programs were. And the thing about this show is that it was really saying, look, kids are going to spend a lot of time with TV in their life. Let's start them out right.
Yeah, that's true, because TV is pretty permeated, and we want to limit the amount that children watch, but if they are watching, you do want to make sure that it's something well worth their time and your time as a parent. Of course, we need to say thanks, first of all, to MVP, who was the corporate underwriter for this very program, Teletubbies, and they help us make sure that it stays right here on WMHT for you and your kids. So it's great for us because it helps us bring these programs to you. It's also great for you because, well, it helps these programs come to you. It's pretty simple, actually. There are a variety of membership levels, and we have some thank you gifts that we can offer you when you do give us a call this morning to support your public broadcasting station, your non-commercial station. And I'll talk about them in a little while. But first of all, let's see what's going over on at the Kids Club.
Well, let me do the important thing, which is, in a second, I'm going to be reading some names of children who have joined our Kids Club. But right now, what I wanted to do is remind you that when you join the station, we ask for your child. It's very simple. We ask for your name and then your child's name, and we have kids. We read the kids' names on air. We send them a special birthday greeting. We have special giveaways in Prelude, and we invite them to special events. And let me read now some of the names of the children who joined during the last time we were talking about Teletubbies: Alex and Patrick Varelli, Alexa Rickert, Ashley, James, and Christopher Slavinsky, Kayla, Stephanie Lane, Courtney and Macy. Macy, I'm sorry. Courtney, Macy, and Alex Palika, and Kara and Ryan Gargula. And thank you very much, kids, and we really appreciate it, and families. Of course, what it really is about, and I'm the general manager here, and I know this the very depth of my being, that because parents support good programs for children, want this alternative for your children, public broadcasting is able to make its most sustained commitment to preschool education. And who better than young children to benefit from this great national institution? So won't you consider a pledge, even if it's at the $60 level, which is $5 a month? Please go to your phone and give us a call right now.
And we do have some ways to say thank you when you call us and make that investment in public broadcasting. We think it's really important. The programs, of course, are the most important thing, but our small way of thanking you when you become a member is these thank you gifts, or are these thank you gifts. At the $80 level, we do have these Teletubby bean bags. As Don said last time, we can't promise you a specific one, unfortunately. It's going to be sort of a grab bag situation, but if you make a request, we'll see what we can do. I'm not really sure what kind of ability we have to promise. Again, at the $80 level, that's our way of saying thanks. And then we have, at the $100 level, we can say thank you with the Teletubbies nursery rhymes. This is a new video, and it's fantastic because it takes all of the nursery rhymes that you probably already sing with your kids and enjoy with perhaps your daycare group, and it puts the Teletubbies in there and just makes it that much more fun. A little bit higher level, $125 a year. If you charge your pledge, we have these Teletubby backpacks. These are great. They are perfect for small children. They're soft and fluffy. They will fit probably a couple of nice toys in there. Your kids can take them along with them when they go around. And again, it's the $125 level when you charge that pledge. Once you do that right now, this is our last break of the morning, so we really want to go out on a really strong note. So let's hear from some parents right now.
Well, let's put it in context, too. If you lived in England as a parent, you have a TV set, you would pay a tax of roughly, well, it's well over $100 a year just to have television. If you lived in Canada, your government would pay an amount per person about 3 to 4 to 5 times what we do in the United States for public broadcasting. 3 to 4 times, in absolute terms, 30 to 40 times more per capita. So we really have this strange situation here where in America, public broadcasting is organized where we have to go to our users, people who watch the service, and say, demonstrate the support that's out there. Now that's hard because there's long drives. We have to speak to you. Sometimes it's very successful, sometimes it's less successful, but we have to come to you openly and honestly and ask for that support. The good part is sort of twofold. One, historically you've always been there, and that's great. And two, you kind of drive the agenda of public broadcasting by letting us know what's important. And that's great because parents over the years have been the strongest supporters of public broadcasting because they know, you know, that your children are using this and it's a good thing to have. So please, if you're not yet joined, give us a call. If you are already a member, give yourself a big pat on the back. 1-800-285-9648. If you can consider a membership at the $80 level, please do it. But go to the phone and give us a call.
I know oftentimes you may not think of television as a resource, and oftentimes, frankly, it probably isn't with what your children are seeing. But we hope that you look at WMHT as a resource, as a tool for learning. And at the end of a lot of our programs, you can see across the bottom of the screen or in the middle of the screen, they'll flash up a website. And if you do have access to the internet at home, fantastic. Otherwise, you could consider going to your public library and logging on, because there are lots of great websites that give a lot more information about the programs. And it's really another fun way for children to keep learning outside of just watching the television. For example, WMHT has a website, and also part of our website is dedicated to parents. It's WMHT.org/parents. If that's too much to remember, just remember WMHT.org, and you can find the parents section just by clicking around, and that offers a lot of information on these programs and how to help you, again, use these programs as a teaching tool. There are workshops that you can find out about if you care to call the station, a wealth of programs and possibilities. When you become a member, you'll learn more about that, and we hope that you take advantage of WMHT as a key teaching tool for your children. Think of it that way, and I bet you'll go right over to the phone, 1-800-285-9648.
Well, and let me give you an example of a family that just did. Gabrielle Alvarenga just called in, her family, and we thank her, and we're able to read her name right now, and I'm sure there's some people calling in. We'll be able to quickly get their name or get them. Gabriel's a guy.
Yeah, Gabriel, boy.
Gabriel, a guy. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
But we're live television here, folks. We do it. We do it the hard way. But the fact of the matter is, I can tell you as the general manager here, and as someone who associates with public broadcasting people all over the country, there is no stronger group than those people who work in public broadcasting, who have young children, who know the value of these programs, and who fight very hard to see that money in public broadcasting gets committed to you and your family and programs that appeal to young children. As your child grows, more and more of these programs you'll see. Once they get to school, they'll see even more things that public broadcasting does. But one way or another, find a reason to join your public television station right now.
That's right. It is so important for you to become a member, and we do offer a variety of levels. We don't ask you to pick a level that's terribly high. We want you to pick one that's right for you. We're not asking you to change your lifestyle in order to become a member. We do want you to become a member at what's right for you. If the $100 level a year is right for you, well, we have this great Teletubbies nursery rhymes video, and this is something that's really taking the nation and the world by storm, and it's got all of your favorites. Let's see, they sing Little Miss Muffet, Jack and Jill, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and other favorite nursery rhymes, and they bring them to life for your children. And not everyone can afford that level. That's fine. We understand that. If you can, maybe the $80 level is right for you. This is Lala. Let's see, I've got Poe over here too. Poe is like a very big popular one. And again, it's going to be our choice of characters because we don't necessarily have the one that you'll want. But we'll do our best. If you want to tell which one you want, we'll see what we can do about it. Unfortunately, we can't make a promise in that way. 1-800-285-9648. We hope you use public broadcasting whether or not you can afford to become a member right now, because, of course, it's here for everyone. 1-800-285-9648.
Well, guess what? Another Laura Shireen just called in her membership, and thank you very, very much. We really appreciate it, kids, and we appreciate it, parents. The fact of the matter is these programs do depend on you. There was a time we didn't come and ask for support around children's programs, and then it became a very tough decision. If we did ask for money around children's programs, we would have new children's programs, new programming for you, And so we were able to do that, and that made all the difference in the world. And so now we do it, but we're very proud of the programs like Teletubbies, like Arthur, like Big Comfy Couch, that we've now added to the schedule because parents just like you have supported public broadcasting. I know as a young parent you're going to be eventually getting involved in the PTA, you're going to be involved in perhaps scouting or other civic activities, and public broadcasting is a little bit like that. It's the right thing to do. You give blood, you vote, you're active in your community, you do the right thing. Joining your station now is one of those right things. Won't you give us a call, please? May I suggest that if you can call in a membership at the $60 level, that's only $5 a month, who wouldn't spend that on their child?
That's right. $5 a month is really not that much money. You probably spend that much just on gum, I don't know. Or maybe not if you don't chew gum, you're probably better off. There are the levels. 60 is one that we suggest, 75, 100, whatever you wish, of course, and we're happy to take all of our members. And something I don't know if we do enough, we really do appreciate those of you who have already done your part, who are already members of public broadcasting. I know we come on the air and we say thank you, but I really need to let you know it's a sincere thank you, and we do appreciate it. If you're already a member, if you've given all the additional gifts that you can possibly give, and you can't think of another way to support us, there is something else you can do. You'd be surprised at the number of people who don't know what public broadcasting is. You'd be surprised at the people who don't know this wonderful resource. What you could do for us is to tell a friend, tell someone who has young children, or tell someone who's an adult who doesn't take advantage of the great programming we have. That's your way that you could do us one more favor, going above and beyond just your membership. So think about that. Let's see, at the $125 level, I'll mention one more time quickly before we go off to Mr. Rogers. If you want to charge your pledge, we do have these great backpacks that are available. So, did you know that a lot of people don't know what public broadcasting is? Isn't that amazing?
Well, it's hard for me to imagine that, but yes, I do, because, you know, whenever there's a great program, we always get that response, wow, they just found you. So we're going back to Mr. Rogers, yep. But we're Schenectady, Albany, and Troy. We thank you for this good morning and hope you'll join during this drive.
It's Aesop and the Fables. A stingy dog once found some hay. He didn't want to lose it. His friend the horse said, I love hay. May I, since you can't use it? The dog said, I can't eat hay, it's true. But if I can't eat it, neither can you. This hay belongs to only me. So get your own hay and let me be. Now a bird was looking to make a nest. Get lost, barked the dog to his little nest. You can't build a doghouse from hay, said the bird. It's mine, said the dog. That's my last word. Day turns to night and night to day. Still the dog sits on his pile of hay. Now he's hungry, lonely and cold, but he guards that hay as if it were gold. The moral is this thing called greed makes you hang on to things you really don't need.
You're watching WMHT Schenectady.